doing today is going to use the purple color called Flash, and we're also going to use a liner by Urban Decay called Lust, and it's just like a really pretty purple color. And we are also going to use a eyeliner that I have called Crash. It's like it's almost like a brownish purple. I'll put a swatch here. But it's like a really deep berry purple. I'm using that one too, instead of using a black. And then I'm going to be using another liner by them called Gunmetal, and it's just a really pretty silver. You like that one?
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah. Like a pretty, this is the silver one right there, like a really pretty silver gunmetal. And then I am also going to use this NYX shadow, or NYX shadow called Goddess, and it's a super pretty, really light purple. You can see that. That's like a, we're in our playhouse, and there's all kind of noises coming from the top of this, and I don't know what's going on. And I'll be using the Oil Slick from this palette. So I'll be doing it on my sister. Since she already has on foundation and concealer, I'm just going to start on that. So,
And this is our bunny, Tanner.
He's going to sit here.
We decided to kind of conclude him today.
So, happy late Easter. This is what we got for Easter, so we got a bunny.
Because he's a little Easter bunny.
Alright, so I'm going to start by using the NYX Goddess, and it's just a really light purple shadow, and I'm going to use that. I'm doing a highlight first, only because I like to start with the light colors. So I want you to open your eyes. I'm putting that right in the inner corners. Right, blink. The only thing I don't like about these NYX shadows is there is a lot of fallout, but as long as you tap your brush before you apply it, it shouldn't be that big of a problem. So close your eyes. Putting it on the top now. And I'm going to, it's fine. Okay. I'm going to use the Flash now. This is just the dark purple from the Urban Decay palette. Same brush. And I like these shadows because they don't have a whole lot of fallout, so I don't have to tap it that much, just maybe once or twice. I'm going to apply that on her upper lid, as close to the lashes as possible. Alright, so now I'm applying Lust to her lash line, which is just this really light purple color right here. So let you look right here. And purple liners look amazing on brown eyes, hazel eyes, because they just bring out the color. Now, I'm going to use my larger eyeshadow brush. What are you doing? Spider? Alright, so I'm going to use my larger eyeshadow brush, and again, grab that Flash color. But this time, I'm going to mix it up with a little bit of Grifter, which is just this light pink color. And I'm going to apply that all over her lid. So close your eyes. And I'm putting it on the outer third. It's a little fall. I'm going to tap that. Apply it on the outer third. I'm going to take Flash again, the dark purple color, and I'm going to mix it with a little bit of Twice Baked. And that's going to deepen the purple because I'm going to use that in her crease just to kind of bring a little dimension. So, it should open up slightly, just so I can find her natural crease. And I'm going to blend that in, so it's not going to look as choppy. Just going to bring that in there, get a little more. Alright, and then I'm going to use my blending brush, which is just this one right here, from my EcoTools brush set again. Just going to brush that out. And I do have a little bit of fallout on her face, so I'm going to work on that in a second. I'm kind of using a sponge, it's a little bit moist, so I'm going to use that to get some of the fallout out. Alright, look at me. Alright. Now I'm going to use the Lust again on top of her eyes. And I'm not going to keep this hard as a hard line. I'm going to smudge it out a little bit. But first I'm just going to apply it as close to her lashes as possible. And then I'm going to take the smudge brush that came with the eyeshadow set, and I'm going to put a little bit of Flash on it, and I'm going to use that to spread the line. And these colors actually work perfectly together because the liner is just a little bit darker, has a little bit of a blue tint to it, where the eyeshadow is, I would say it's like a pure purple, so it works really well to blend it out together. And if you want to wing it out a little bit by smudging it, that's great too, because you're not going to get as harsh a line when you do that. Okay. And now again I'm going to use Grifter. And I'm going to mix the Grifter with the NYX shadow, and I'm going to apply that in the middle of her eye. As another, just kind of deepen the highlight a little bit. Open up. Same thing again. And if you don't have the NYX shadow, but you have the palette, Grifter is going to be fine. It's not going to be as vibrant of a highlight, but that's perfectly fine. Open up.
That looks good.
That was good?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Alright, so look at me and see what else I want to do. Alright, now I'm going to use the silver shadow that I mentioned earlier in the video, which is called Gunmetal, which is that silver one right there. I'm going to use the silver one. I'm going to put that on just the very, very outer third of her eye on the top. Not even the outer third, just a little bit. And this is going to deepen it just a teeny tiny bit and add just a little bit of dimension. Alright, and because I only put a little bit on, I don't need to smudge that in. Now, I'm going to use the black, the oil slick from the same palette, and I'm going to put it on my angled liner brush, and I'm going to dust that very lightly over top of her eyelashes, just tapping it. Like, it's going to be very sparse. It's going to deepen the lash line just a little and make it look like her lashes are a lot thicker. But you shouldn't even be able to tell she's wearing this unless you're looking for it. I'm going to use this crash liner, which is the middle one right here. It's like a deep purple, almost like a burgundy purple. And I'm going to use that instead of my black, and I'm going to put that on her waterline. So open up.
I don't trust you with this.
At all. Go, open this eye.
Ow.
It hurts.
No, I just need to like blink.
Come back here. So now all I'm going to do is, I'm going to look at this, and I think it looks pretty good. So I'm going to
Mascara?
add some mascara, and a trick if you're putting mascara on someone else, I can obviously do it on myself without getting a whole lot on my face, but I'm terrible with doing it on other people, so I'm going to get little curls in your face.
Want me to do it?
No, I'm good. I'm going to add a little triangular sponge underneath here, and I want you to look up. I'm going to use that to catch any fallout product. And this is my Voluminous Hydrofuge, which is just their waterproof version. Alright. So now I'm going to have her apply the mascara to her top lashes just because I don't exactly trust myself putting it on somebody else.
You'll do it.
But here's a mirror, so just put that on the top lashes. And just kind of wiggle the brush as you go. And I love this mascara because it's so volumizing, and I feel like it stays all day, and it definitely is waterproof because I have gone for a quick dip in the pool or in the lake, and it has stayed. So.
Cried.
I've cried with this mascara on, yet it stays. It does not go anywhere. Like, the rest of your makeup will be down your face, but you'll still have your mascara on. This is great. Alright, now her eyes are done. I am just going to, because I don't want to have too much makeup on, I want to focus on one thing, which is her eyes. I'm going to use a blush that I personally love, and it's actually a full face powder. It's a lucent powder by Everyday Minerals, and it's called Vicky's Radiant Creation. And if you look at that, like, it's just like sparkles. It's pretty much like her skin tone, but it has like a really luminous glow to it. So I'm going to just add that on a...
It's kind of shimmery.
Yeah, it's just really shimmery and has a little bit of like a tannish color. It's going to be, if you're really pale, it's going to add kind of like a bronzer, like a light bronzer. But she's kind of dark, so it's going to be sparkles on her. So I'm going to apply it on my blush brush by Equal Tools and smile. And it's also going to help just dust off a little bits of fallout that are under her eyes for a little bit. So I'm going to just add that to the cheeks. And then I do want a little bit more color, I think. So I'm going to actually add another blush. Again, work with light blush colors because you don't want to have a lot of makeup. Yeah, you don't want to like...
We're going to drag queen, so...
Yeah, you don't want to jut into your cheeks, your lips, and your eyes. You want to pick one thing to really stand out. So I'm putting, this is a blush called Theme Park, and again, it's just really light pink, and it's not going to look like she has a whole lot on it. It's going to add a little bit of sparkle and a teeny bit of color. So, then for her lips, I'm not going to do anything because I don't like to have so much makeup on that it's just everything is overdone.
Bye.
His butt is dirty.
I know, it's okay. Here.
Goodbye,
Tanner.
Bye.